What's up with the Chase Your Dreams Don't Follow? I am Mike D'Angelo, and we are live and direct, CHEVY DTV. Behind the scenes of my video shoot at Cherish, you know, my dedication to not only my dear homies, but the late great Nipsey Hussle. We did his record called Stuck in the Grind. I just did a freestyle to it while I'm embracing this iconic, legendary moment within my life. I'm in a remote location in Miami, Florida, with my brother, you feel what I'm saying, Maserati J, Smooth, you feel me? Shout out to the TSF family, MHG, Money Hard, I got my bro SJ up in here. Shout out to Freddie P, got the whole team up in here, Sean, everybody, you feel me? And we're gonna do it big, you feel me? You know, just
you working on any other projects right now?
Say again?
You working on any other projects right now?
I'm everywhere as far as what I'm working on. I'm just creating freely right now, and then I'm gonna just put things in the right perspective because I'm just getting back into my momentum and rhythm as far as pushing my music. You know, I just now came off iconic walk, 4-day walk from DC to Philadelphia. You know, to raise awareness for gun violence and all that. Yeah.
That's what's up. What got you interested in raising awareness for gun violence?
It's always something that I felt like a light needed to be shed on. It's a lot of things that's detrimental to the urban communities in which I came from. In the District of Columbia, DC is very small. My city is broken down into 4 sections: northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest. There's a lot of violence going on already, but the crime rate as far as, you know, little kids and, you know, minors being struck by stray bullets and dying and succumbing to their injuries is rising at an alarming rate. So I felt like I could use my platform and the things that I accomplished in my life as far as dodging bullets and dodging the same obstacles that they got to dodge and overcome within their ghetto. I try to just bring awareness to it to see if we can come up with some type of line of communication and spark the thought of change.
So what got you into the whole music industry?
I've been around it my whole life. You know, my grandma, my grandmother Rose, she's a very phenomenal singer. She was in a gospel group, an iconic gospel group called the Queens of Faith. My mother Angela, you know, shout out to my mother Angela, tatted right there. She, you know, did a lot of production, a lot of singing and songwriting for a lot of people. She was also a singer, you know, and a hustler. My mother was a singer and a hustler, you feel what I'm saying? I was just around it. The person that she ended up dealing with, Kevin Casey Campbell, you know, he co-produced records like This Is How We Do It with Montel Jordan, Someone to Love You, Rough Ends. I'm watching all these people come in the house, Rich Harrison, all these people. So eventually the music bug was just gonna bite me. You know what I mean? It was gonna bite me. I was around the atmosphere so much. So I decided to just try to see how I can create art within the form of explaining myself via MCing and stuff like that.
Do you feel like the music that you hear today on the radio and the airwaves is the same as what you came up listening to, or you feel like it's
I didn't expect it to be the same. Reason being because before I got here in the 80s, you feel me, the 70s didn't sound like the 80s, 60s ain't sound like the 70s, the 50s ain't sound like the 60s. So music is always making progression. And you know, for the up and up, I look at it like this. I don't do the judging as far as like if it's hot or not, you feel me? I go off the field. If I feel it, if I can feel a vibe from the person who's delivering the message, then I don't care if it's country music, rock music, short, small, black, white, whatever the case may be. I'm gonna give you my undivided attention to see if we can keep on vibing in that way. I feel like music has worked within our benefit. We just gotta stop criticizing each other so much. You feel me? We come from nothing already. So as soon as we get something, don't forget about the nothing that we came from. You feel me? We just talk about the nothing. You feel me? There's certain messages that can be, you know, you gotta kind of think about it twice, you know, before you put your guns and all that in the video. But hey, you know what come with it. Just be prepared what come with it and stick to the rules and guidelines and the code and the protocol in which you choose. Yeah.
How did you get introduced to Cash Money Records?
I was running around the country. Like first stop I made was in Marcy Projects. I stopped at Jay-Z neighborhood. So I was just coming home. So from being incarcerated, so I told my son, I made a promise to myself that I was going to like take it serious, give it a hard shot, give it a hard swing. I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to try to see what I can make out of nothing, you know, see if I can make lemonade out of lemons. So I went to Jay-Z building in New York. I just walked in there, started rapping for the people. People like started coming around and stuff like that, like what's going on. And then I ended up going in the building straight to 534, where he was, raised at. And I felt his presence, so I went over to Biggie Block in Bed-Stuy, I went to 50 Block, I went all through New York, called it New York was good, it picked up a buzz for me. And ended up getting to Philly. I got my first big kickoff in Philly because I did this event called 215 Real Exposure. Shout out to my homegirl Chalk. This is based for Philly artists only, like an underground Philly scene. But the legends respected and they come through there and they spit bars and stuff like that. So I go over in there, make a name for myself. I'm the only one from there in DC. Sitting there, pretty much left out of there with the respect and the love for a lot of Philly legends. And that's why I'm heavy in Philly. Like Philly is like somewhere that I can go frequently and it'd be like I'm like right in my backyard, you feel me? There's a lot of places I can do that. So just moving around, I got to Miami. My brother Compton Menace saw what I was doing. I stopped in the Poker Beans projects and the rest is history, you feel what I'm saying? Like Menace, we started kind of putting a vision together of like, we're gonna do this MHG thing. Shout out to Chili Dub, shout out all the hogs, Money Hogs and all that, you feel me? And, I got down, I just got down. I said, you know what, I'm doing this over here, you doing this over here. Menace came in my life and made me realize that what I already was doing, it just depends on how I hustle it and where I hustle it. And I'm gonna just put you in the right atmosphere. So my brother Compton Menace pretty much was like, I'm gonna put you in this arena. Let me see how hard you go. I can't promise you nothing, but let me see if you was to do everything that you was doing right here, and see what happened. And damn sure, before you know it, I'm BT, get a situation with MHG, Big Cash Money, and BET Awards, experience, and able to perform live on TV and
What's that like? What's it like your first time getting on stage on TV in front of like a major audience and performing with like major artists in the industry?
I feel like within my case, I didn't feel like what everybody else on the outside looking in felt. You feel me? Like they was like, wow, I can't like. I was just more stoked that I made a promise to my son that he gonna always have that as his base platform of values, how he move in life. You feel me? Like I made a promise to you and I showed you that dreams can come true. I made my son come with me and perform with me live on national TV. You feel what I'm saying? And that's on the internet forever. That's on Google forever. You feel what I'm saying? And he can pass that on to his family and so on and so forth. You feel me?
So what would be your advice to young artists out there inspiring to do as you did, come up in the music industry?
When you see success, just make sure you look at it from the right perspective. A lot of the things that you see is just an illusion. It's not really what it is. And then nobody shows the consequences of the actions. So understand that this game and what you do today will be talked about tomorrow. So whatever you do in the dark will eventually show in the light. So when you expose yourself to the light, be you, don't be nobody else. Don't compromise who you are to satisfy nobody. Learn how to be a sponge. Things ain't started taking off for me until I became a sponge, till I understood and was honest with myself that I didn't know everything. I need to learn the business. When I'm sitting in rooms, I need to understand what an EPK is and understand the code in my records and, just publishing and split sheets and all that crazy stuff. And then the game has changed, so you gotta resharpen your sword to understand how streaming works and what deals would make sense and if a deal would even make sense. Everybody would want to say they want a deal, but you understand what a 360 is. You understand what it's like. There's different things that takes time. You're not gonna learn all that in one day or a week or two. You just gotta be in the atmosphere. So I'm thankful for all the places that I've been. Not only off of my grinding, but other people's sacrifices too. You feel what I'm saying? Like whenever I come and fuck with Maserati, I got a brother who I can rely on. He already knows what my vision. He already know what I do. So, we always got something going on. And if he got somebody that's within his favor that can add anything to what I got going on, we just resource our resources. You feel me?
Right. Now, move about your music. You have some new visuals on the tube. You just dropped a new video. What's
Yeah,
what's
my
it
first
about?
approach, man, shout out to the homie Casanova. He came out with the So Brooklyn Challenge. And it's only right that I, step forward and try to represent my city the best way I can, the district. So I used the Jason theme, had the chainsaw and the Jason mask, and I went and did my thing on it. You feel what I'm saying? And the people received it good. So it's like
And
kind
where
of.
can they find it at?
You can find it via my Instagram on IGTV, and I'm gonna upload it on YouTube because I just kind of. I'm not the type of person. That's what I'm changing. You feel what I'm saying? I don't really do more than one social media. I have an Instagram. I don't have a Facebook. I don't have a Snapchat.
Okay.
I have Twitter. And like now it's like no, it's essential. You gotta have that, nigga. That's like you blocking different ways that they can kind of get to you. You feel me? It's people over there too. It's people over there too. So it's just me developing a team of people around me because I like putting in the labor. I enjoy putting in the labor. You feel me? So I gotta understand now that I can't be an octopus all my life. You feel me? I gotta stay focused on this right here, and I gotta just rely on these people. I really gotta trust these people around me. I don't trust people like that. I don't really jump out there in that regard, but it feel good, man. It feel good to be up and running and celebrating not only life but the lost lives that we just lost. You feel me? Not only in my city but worldwide. Even some legends. Nipsey the Great.
Yeah, what was it like, meeting Nip and working with Nipsey? What was that experience like?
It was amazing, man. I can't even. Sometimes I look for one word to describe it and I still haven't found it. You feel me? It was one of those situations where we met off competition somewhat. I'm betting. I bet little baby was up in the store, and I bet we got $10,000 on the shot. And with this shot, instead of Lil Baby shooting Black Sam, Nipsey brother shot for Nipsey. Shot for Lil Baby. So we in the store and we shooting, but in the midst of this going on, Nipsey then comes around the table. Hey, man, shit, I got 10 in too. You feel me? And it was like to see him involved. That was beautiful. That was legendary to me. He's involved, he's hands-on, he stood amongst his people, and he was able to be a part of it. And shout out to Black Sam. Black Sam made the shot, you feel me? But we had a relationship, you feel me? Hey look, Mozzie always say, shh, it's you, but.
Yeah. Did you ever get a chance to make any music with him?
Actually, we went to the studio that night. He had a session with me, and he was coming right downstairs to my session. While this session was going on, I just don't like being stagnant and being on, outside of my lane. So we was down there. I'm recording. He up there recording and stuff like that. And then times just got out of control. So we didn't actually get this record done. You feel me? And the record still got the open verse on it and stuff like that. You feel me? So I'm gonna do something special with it. I don't wanna rush that. You feel me?
That's what's up. Tell the people where they can find you on your one social media platform.
Hey, look, man, you can follow me. I am Mike MIKE D'Angelo _DANGELO _IAM DANGELO and be legendary.
Mike D'Angelo, CHEVY TV.
Yeah. Be legendary.